Hi, welcome to another session of Yoga with Anne. Today we're going to practice Yoga Nidra. This is not something that I normally teach, but I feel that it's important at this time to also give you some alternatives to the yoga that I traditionally teach, which is Hatha Yoga, an active asana practice. Yoga Nidra is amazing, and I think in times that we're going through right now, and really any time that you need a break, you need to rest, you need self-care, Yoga Nidra can be a great way to honor yourself, your body, your mind, your heart. My friend Rachel has, through the years, been an inspiration to me for Yoga Nidra. She's also a restorative teacher like I am, and she shared a lot of resources with me, which I will share with you. So I just want to read to you with something that she wrote and shared from one of her teachers about what Yoga Nidra is. It's a guided meditation where we let go of conditioned thoughts and emotions. It allows us to create space between ourselves and our thoughts. And then she quotes one of her teachers. Every night when we sleep, we must do one thing, let go of our thoughts. In Yoga Nidra, we consciously enter the twilight zone between waking and sleeping, enabling us to rest more and more as the space of being beyond the mind and less as the mind itself. This unlocks the mystical integrative powers of the subconscious, as well as your higher centers of consciousness, to effortlessly erase your most tenacious, self-destructive habits and behavior patterns. It is said by yogis that 45 minutes of Yoga Nidra is as restorative as 3 to 4 hours of sleep. That's pretty amazing, right? And Rachel here ends it. It has so many health benefits that she couldn't list them all. So I'm going to lead you through the Yoga Nidra practice. It's easy to set up. You're going to set yourself up in the most comfortable position you can think of. So this may be a time where you want to pause the video and go get blankets and pillows, if you have yoga props, bolsters, stuff like that. But anything where you really feel like your body will be supported and be comfortable. So feel free to pause, get what you need, and then we can set up. So if I were taking a Yoga Nidra class, I would set myself up with lots of blankets and a bolster. Sometimes two, sometimes it's nice to stack. If you happen to have 2 bolsters, you could stack 2 bolsters. If you don't have a bolster, you can use any blanket. So in my other classes, I talk about things around the house that you can use for props. Blankets, beach towels, bath towels, they all work really well. So if you want to make a bolster, you find a blanket, a nice flat blanket that will fold easily, or a towel. So actually, I would open mine up about this big. So it's, you could take a beach towel and roll it from one of the short ends to the other. And you have a homemade bolster here. So that's a way to do it. You could use a nice pillow, anything like that. And then I have a blanket on my mat. You don't need to use a yoga mat for Yoga Nidra, but you could if you already have a space set up for your yoga practice. This might be a good way, good place to set up for you. So I like to have a blanket underneath to give me a little comfort. Depending on where you live, it may be warm. It's definitely warm here in Tucson, Arizona, but you may live somewhere where it's cool. Depending on your body, your temperature, whether you get hot or cold easily, having the extra warmth might also be beneficial. As we practice restorative yoga, so you're going to set up in a restorative pose, and then I'm going to guide you through the meditation of the Nidra part. So when a lot of us, when we set up in restorative poses, your body temperature can drop. So make sure that you feel comfortable, that you have things around, whether you want to put socks on, a sweater, a hoodie, a fleece, something to keep warm. You don't have to be in yoga clothes. You could be wearing your pajamas. So I like to have the blanket underneath. I have a folded blanket here that's going to be my pillow, but you could use a regular pillow for that. And then a blanket, of course, to cover up. Also, if the room is bright and you want to kind of close that out, I have an eye pillow, and I realize not everybody has an eye pillow. So you could use a washcloth or something to cover your eyes, and you can just put it over your eyes It doesn't have to cover your nose or your mouth, especially if that'll add any sort of stress with breathing. But if you have an eye pillow, that can work as well. So I'll show you setup. This is how I like to do it. You need to set yourself up in the most comfortable way for you. If that's better to be seated, as long as you can sit well and tall and long, you're welcome to be there. Sometimes when I'm in a Nidra class, we're in a pose for a long period of time and I may get uncomfortable. So for me, what I like to do is typically start here with support under my knees. My feet are connecting with my mat and I come to lie down. Eventually, I may start to get a little restless or feel a little sore. So I'll bring my feet to my bolster and roll over into the fetal position. So that's an option at some point if you need to change your pose, but you still want to stay restful. If you do need to sit up, you just do so mindfully, pressing your hands into the floor or your mat, lifting up, bringing your head up last. Find a comfortable seat. So you don't have to stop the video. You can just keep going. You can keep listening. At some point, I will come to silence, and it's fine. We just sit in silence, or sit or lie in silence for a little bit, and then I'll pick up the continuation of the guided meditation to help close out. I also would cover myself in a blanket, like I said before. So I'll show you what my setup would look like, and then we'll get started. So again, if you're still watching this and need to get certain things so that you can be comfortable, feel free. If I were practicing, I definitely have a hoodie or a fleece or something. If you happen to have an eye pillow, you want to make sure that the majority of the weight is up top. And when you place it, that part's going to be on your forehead, and then on your eyes is just a light bit of the eye pillow. You don't want a lot of pressure on your eyes. Having the eye pillow like that presses the skin on your forehead down slightly, and that's actually telling your nervous system that it's time to relax. So it's a message to your nervous system. And you make sure you get comfortable, and then I'll start to guide you. So feel free to start setting up. Maybe you're already in your position. I'm going to stay seated just because it's easier for me to read my script. If you happen to sit up and you see me, great, no big deal. You can keep your eyes closed. You can stay wherever you need to be during this session. Yes, I need reading glasses to read things these days. So start to settle into whatever position, pose, place you've decided to be. And maybe need to shift your shoulders, your hips, your arms. You might notice that if you have support under your knees, one foot is connecting with the mat, like one heel but not the other. So make an adjustment so that you feel pretty even wherever you are relaxing. You want to bring as much balance to your body as you can. You want your physical body to be comfortable so that it can relax, and that we can work toward is probably not the right word. Come toward having a more relaxed, quiet mind. We know we have monkey minds even in the easiest, calmest times in our life. So now it may be even busier, and that's going to happen throughout your practice. And when that does, you just come back to your breath. Remind yourself to be right here, listening to my words. Even if you're not fully comprehending what I'm saying, I'm guiding you. You may find that you fall asleep. It's not the goal, but it's fine. You're probably tired. I feel like I'm getting a decent amount of sleep these days, but I still feel really tired. So that's okay. Maybe this is what you need right now, to take a little nap. So start noticing your breath here. Bring a light attention to your ordinary breath. I'm not going to manipulate it in any way. Notice how you breathe in. Notice how you breathe out. Bringing a focus to your breath can help to bring calm. If you feel comfortable deepening your breath, Take in a fuller, longer, deeper inhale. And as you exhale, let out a sigh. Again, focus on that full, deep inhale to your capacity. So don't hold your breath or feel like, oh, I can't breathe anymore. Inhale, and when you've filled up, then you exhale, letting out that sigh. Do that one more time. At any time, you can come back to that if you need it, but allow yourself to return to your natural breath. Just a light attention, so not huge focus on it. If you'd like to place your hands on your belly so you feel the physical movement of your breath, you're welcome to do that. Have your arms out to the side, wherever you're comfortable. And we want to stay as still as possible here in our session, but your nose is going to start to itch, or your hip's going to feel a little uncomfortable. So make those adjustments. Scratch that itch that scratch. Just do so mindfully. Set an intention to let nothing from the outside or inside disturb you. Stay calm, centered, and engaged. Establish a connection with your true self. Connect with stillness. No longer bound by limitation of body and of mind. Allow your breath to be slow and steady. With each inhalation, taking in life, giving prana, energy, life. With each exhalation, release all tension, toxins, restlessness. Remain still. Do not make a strong effort to do anything that I say. Allow yourself to be soft and to let your whole being be. Stay relaxed. Continue with your natural breath, releasing tension. Your breath is steady. Do not fall asleep, but deeply relax. Breathe normally and relax. Your intention is to stay conscious through the entire process, even as your body goes into deeper relaxation. Let go of any mental or physical tension or discomfort. Drop into that place of non-doing, doing nothing to get there. Simply feel directly what I am saying. No analyzing, no struggling, just feel. Bring attention to your third eye, which is at your brow center. If you want to touch it, you can, or just think about that space in your body. Feel the presence of energy there. Linking integrative energy of your third eye to all the points in your body. I'm going to guide you through a scan of your body. You can follow along, bringing focus. Imagine that you're directing your breath to that part of your body. You start there at brow center. You'll move to the throat, to your right shoulder, to your right elbow, your right wrist, the tip of your thumb, your first finger, second, third, and fourth. back to your right wrist, your right elbow, your right shoulder. Back to your throat, your left shoulder, your left elbow, your left wrist, to the tip of your left thumb, your first finger, the second, third, and fourth. Back to your left wrist, your left elbow, your left shoulder. Back to your throat. Moving to your heart. The right side of your heart, the middle of your heart, to the left side of your heart. Moving back to the middle and down to your navel point, to your pubic bone, your right hip joint, your right knee, your right ankle, your right big toe, your second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Moving back to your right ankle, your right knee, your right hip joint, the middle of your pubic bone, your left hip joint, your left knee, your left ankle, your left big toe, your second toe, third, the fourth, and your fifth toe. Back to your left ankle, your left knee, your left hip joint, the pubic bone, back up your navel, heart, to your throat, to your third eye. Now go to what feels like your deepest place and relax. Be fully aware. gradually bring your awareness back to your body. Acknowledge your breath, the stillness of your mind, and the complete lightness of your being. Allow yourself to remain established in the source of your nature through your third eye. Now you have the facility to return there again and again. A passage has been established. The more often you go there, the easier you can get there, the longer you can stay. Gradually begin to feel the energy field that is freely circulating through your body without hindrance. Very gradually, begin to bring a bit of movement into your fingers and toes. Bring movement into your hands and your feet. Bring movement into your wrists and your ankles. You're welcome to move your head side to side, stretch your arms out, hug your knees into your chest. Just small little movements here. Take your time. You want to maintain your inward focus and your connection as you move. Carry that spirit, that fragrance of divine grace with you. As you feel ready, bend your knees, placing them on your mat, your floor, your prop, and roll to one side. Stay there for a few moments, a few rounds of breath. When you feel ready to come up, press your hands into your mat or your floor. Bring yourself up slowly and your head up last. Once you're seated, find a good, well seat. Sit well. I'm sitting on a block right now. For many, this is not a good position to be in because of knees. So you could sit cross-legged on your block, on your blanket. You could have your legs, knees bent, legs out a bit, legs out long, whatever works for you. But sit well, sit comfortable. Just be here for a few more moments, but this is still your practice. Sit still and continue to stay with your third eye. Relax. If your eyes are not yet closed, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Connect back with your breath. Bring your hands together at heart center in Anjali Mudra, pressing your left hand into your right as much as you press your right hand into your left. Your thumb should be lightly pressing into your sternum, to your heart center. Keep peace in your mind, keep strength in your body, and keep love in your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you have any questions, you're welcome to comment below. Email me at therealgofitgirl@gmail.com. You can find me on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you have any requests for future sessions, please let me know. I'm typically recording one session a week. I decided I needed to do a Yoga Nidra session because I just felt like that was important for what was happening right now. But my plan is to typically record one session a week. So if you have a specific thing you'd like to work on, a focus, a question, that can help me to plan for next week's practice. Please take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself, and I'll hope to see you soon. Thank you. Have a great day.